Well, it's super ugly, and there are some weird graphical hiccups where some of the ships will show up really big and some are kind of small, but aside from that, the fleet setup screen is at a point that I would call functionally complete. It works as intended, as I imagined, as I wrote it down, and I'm surprised by how smooth it went. There were all kinds of weird issues, of course, but I find UI stuff to be really annoying and weirdly difficult to design on the code side, and even just like positioning things using the canvas component and all that stuff is tricky, but it seems to work, at least on this screen, so I'm happy about that. Anyways, so we've got a look at the mothership and a drone. Like I said, for some reason the sizes are all out of whack and it looks terrible. So if you're playing on mothership mode, you'll have these two ships automatically added to your fleet and you cannot remove them. And then you can add other ships. Click on them, add a whole bunch if you want. There's actually currently no limit, but that's going to have to change. And then click on the other player, and you can add them, and there you go. When I hit start match, we'll be in a match, and we're good to go. So yeah, a couple of other small things though. You'll notice that the mothership's HP goes up as I add ships and goes down as I take them away. That's because the mothership's HP is directly tied to the sum of the HP of your other ships, excluding the drone. And this is a victory point. It's just one of the other ways that you can win. You can either win by defeating the mothership, defeating the fleet ships, or collecting the goal number of victory points. And this is based on your mothership's HP. The lowest it can be is 4, so that's why it's showing that. But yeah, it all works. I'm so happy about that. We've got little insignias to make the to make the teams distinct, even if you can't see the color distinction. So hopefully that will help. But anyways, yeah, let's just throw some ships in here and we'll start a game so we can see how it works. One other thing actually I'll mention is that there will be an option to, I'm thinking 3 different modes for fleet selection. One will be basically this, where you can just choose as many as you want. I mean, there's going to have to be a cap, but it'll be just kind of like free choice for every team. And then another one will be a limit to how many ships per team. And then the other one will be based on deployment points. So each team, and they don't have to have the same number, but they'll have a set number of points that they can spend on ships. And then I'll have to go through the process of putting a price on each ship, because I assume they're not equal. When I use them, I don't really feel that anyone is particularly overpowered or underpowered because they have very different uses generally, but I'm sure there are some differences, some value differences that are worth considering. But anyways, I'm going to hit start match so we can see it actually work. Doesn't even take that long to load, just like a second. And here we go. I've got all the ships that I said I wanted. If I hit tab, they've got all the ships that they said they wanted, and I have the correct number of victory point goal. It all works. Alright, that's it. Goodbye.